Wait, you're not from London?
Hi guys.
Hi.
And welcome to episode 14 of Wait, You're Not From London.
Okay.
That was excellent, I must say.
You know, I can't criticise that one.
Excellent.
I mean, it was good.
Okay, thank you. It was very good. It was very good.
It was okay.
It was excellent. I think that was my best one, to be fair.
I actually think it was, so that's why I've got nothing to say. Like,
got nothing to say.
I'll give you props.
Thank you.
Props where props
Thank
due.
you.
Like,
Thanks. But yeah, thanks for tuning back in to listen to us. You've got me, Kim, Kimsy_X on Instagram and Twitter. Tweet.
ooh,
What
that
I'll
was
do
quick.
really quick for you.
Okay. Whistle stop tour. Anika, aka Anika Fruity on Instagram and Twitter.
And you got Rihanna, aka Bad Girl, aka Bad Girl Riri.
Bad girl, we're now.
And it's oh my god, why do I do this?
You can't speak.
Oh no. Rihanna May F on Instagram and Twitter.
Tweet.
And don't forget to follow us on our own socials, Not From London, on Instagram and Twitter.
Tweet.
Okay, G.
Okay, got that out of the way.
Okay, G.
Let's
Just
get
so you
into
know.
it.
Well, we're talking about Instagram and Twitter, but obviously we have a YouTube channel now. So
Oh yes, of course. If you have not checked it out, make sure you do.
watch, like, and subscribe. You know the vibes.
You know the vibes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we thought we would switch it up this episode, and we're gonna have an episode of controversial butts like we normally do in our like longer form podcast episodes.
Formatted.
But yeah, we're gonna come through with a little controversial topics for you guys.
Absolutely, darling. Okay, so I have a controversial but. Are you willing to break the lockdown rules to go see your bae for a little tweet?
A
A little tweet. What's a little tweet?
You know
We
the
need
vibes. A
specifics.
little tweet, a
We
little
need
get down with the get
specifics.
down, a little, a little rub up, little push up, little
You know what?
Then one's there.
Okay. I think we got it.
Just one more time. Yeah.
You know what? In lockdown 1, I was very good. I
Yeah.
was like, you know what?
We
I'm
didn't
taking
see a
this.
soul.
Me and Kim literally only saw each other for what? I would say 4 months solid. I wanna
Fuck
say.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Impossible.
Only saw each other. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were taking it seriously and we're like, damn, Rona's out here. Like, you do it.
In
That
the
time it was
streets.
like 1,000
Yeah.
deaths a day.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
When it was
all a
1,000
bit-
deaths a day, that was
It was all a bit mad. And I
Yeah.
kind of felt a bit paranoid anyway, a little bit. Like, even just going to like the supermarket and stuff and like being
Yeah.
around people.
Yeah.
Didn't really like it.
Yeah, I hear
And it
that.
was very much like for months and months, like we didn't want to get on public transport either,
No,
did we? Like,
yeah.
we didn't want to go in, like further than our little area that we live in. So I was very
Yeah.
much, Boris has said what he said. Let us just get on with it, is what it is. Fast forward to lockdown 2. I do feel like I've got a bit of, I don't know if you laugh. I've just got a bit of a
Just
different
over
mindset.
it, yeah.
Like we've done it in lockdown 1. Like they let us out a bit, told us to eat out to help out, and now they want to lock us back up. So
It's like they're dangling the carrot.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're
Yeah.
going back to
Much-
normality. Oh, actually, no, stay inside. It's just
yeah,
like,
very
inside
much
house.
so.
Mind.
So I'm not necessarily taking the piss. I wouldn't say like out here seeing every man and their dog and Harry and Larry and whatever.
God.
But-
Harry and
Harry and Larry.
You
Wow,
know,
that's a new
you know.
one. Not even Tom, Dick and Harry, you know. Like
Harry
Harry
and
and Larry.
Harry
Okay.
and Larry.
But I will be seeing my man this lockdown. Oh, just because I feel like I need to see him. You know what I mean? Like I need to see him. Like, but
It's
that's it.
impossible. I just thought it was impossible. I've acted the same way. And it's not like I've been acting recklessly because I took it very seriously. But I didn't see anybody for about a month.
Mm.
And then the people that I did see was strictly,
Your circle.
strictly my circle. And it was like literally the people that I'd been around just before we went into lockdown. And it wasn't even, I say people, but it's like the actual direct people in my house. And then obviously the guy that I'm seeing, and it was nobody else. I ain't seen anybody else. My family, them people there, that's it. So I'm not gonna sit here and be all good two shoes and that. Like, no. I was having a good time in lockdown, but this time
But I think it's stupid how
taking
you
it
can,
out of
you
my
can-
social bubble.
I think it's stupid how you, now with this lockdown, it's like it's not like the first one. It's like slightly less strict
Yeah,
because
they're telling you can go
you can
see
go
your
to
partner.
you can go to school. The amount of kids mixing at schools, going home to their parents and stuff, they're
Yeah.
obviously going to pass it on to their parents, and then like the parents might be going to work if they have to go in, so it's still going to get spread. So I don't understand. It's
definitely.
stupid.
Yeah.
How can I see strangers in the supermarket and not see my family and friends?
Yeah, that's what I didn't like about this. Yeah, all the different rules, like they were very contradicting and it didn't make
Yeah.
a lot of sense even like
But
in the
now
first place.
they're saying that you can actually see your partner or girlfriend or boyfriend if you.
I thought it's if they live by themselves. Like if it's a person who live by themselves, you're allowed to mix and they be in your social
See, I
bubble.
don't even know that part. I just knew that you could go and see them. You could stay overnight with them.
I haven't read that. I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
I know about the social. That's the social bubble's been in place
Yeah.
since the first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Saying that
Yeah.
you can actually
If you're
go
a one
visit
person
them.
household,
Yeah,
they're not going to let you
that's
just be there by yourself the whole time. That would
Yeah.
be bad.
Well, that's what
That'll
they
be
did at
bad.
first. At
Yeah,
the
I
very
know.
start, you couldn't. If you were
Yeah,
by
I
yourself, you
know.
had to just ride it out.
Yeah, that
Imagine
is
riding it out like on
like,
your own
on
with
your damn
nobody.
self, like not
Like
seeing
it's just
anyone.
not nice.
Exactly.
For your mental as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be mental. But
That's why I feel bad for like the older people and like the more vulnerable, because like
yeah,
it's obviously a lot more risky for them to be mixing, so they probably wouldn't even like form a social bubble anyway, just
yeah.
to limit
Well,
the exposure.
We've divulged because I've specifically asked if you're going out, if you're breaking the rules just to get some, and what other rules would you break just to get some?
I haven't had some in a while, so I think I would break it at this point.
You'd be breaking it.
Yeah.
What kind of rules are you willing to break, Kimber?
I don't think I'll be seeing every man, like not every man, not every person. But if I had a significant other, I would definitely see them.
So you wouldn't break the rules for a little quickie, like a little date now?
That's what I'm saying. If I had a significant other,
Oh, it has to be a significant other.
I wouldn't want to see like I wouldn't want to be dating and see like 1,000 people. I would want to only see
Okay, so
one
you was
person.
dating 2 people. Would you see them? 2. Would you break the rules to them?
Depends what we're doing.
What does that mean?
If we're like outside doing some, like having a little walk, yeah, maybe. But I wouldn't want to go back to this person's house and then this person's house and then that person's house, and it's a bit weird to me. I don't know. I feel like that's too much mixing.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Not going back to the house. But if you was dating somebody, would you break it? And they were like, it's like late at night, just a little squeeze, message you like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean by my not significant other. Like maybe if I'm seeing a guy or dating one guy, I would definitely break it to see them.
Are you
At
breaking it,
this
really?
point.
Yeah, I'm breaking it. Yeah.
You get
You
down.
just gotta do what you gotta do, innit? But then, okay, what if you weren't like properly dating someone? It was just like you just wanted to hit up someone as like
That's
a
what
fuck
I'm
buddy.
saying. Like, what about if it's just like, you literally just, you've been in for so long and you literally just want to be,
Then do you?
yeah, but are you gonna feel guilty for breaking the rules because you wanted to be?
No, because I know every single man and their other dogs are doing the same thing. Okay, I know there's some really good Duddy teachers out there that are probably listening to this.
Yes, I know.
not.
We're gonna get sent for, man.
We'll probably get like the police probably waiting outside ready to lock us up. But
Fuck's sake.
I don't know. I just think at the end of the day, you just gotta do you. Like we've been in lockdown for flipping since March. I don't even know how long
Oh,
that is.
yeah, man.
It's
Yeah.
been a whole year. You're telling me you can't see one person after a whole year.
Yeah.
Like,
Imagine
I
there's people
can't.
that probably haven't had sex since March.
Yeah.
Hello.
But I think, like you say, you got
Yeah.
to an extent. Obviously, you got.
What did you say? Hello, for God.
Yeah, you got to be like sensible with
Yeah,
it. To
that's
an
why I
extent.
think
Yeah.
Like,
like definitely
like
be
Kim was
sensible.
saying, not seeing every man and their
Yeah.
dog, and like just be selective.
Pick one
you know?
and deal with it.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. I totally hear
you
that.
can't have a piece of all the cakes or all the pies.
Exactly.
Piece of all the pies, but what about if the pies are too irresistible, darling?
Well, just gotta wait till after lockdown.
Even when we were before this lockdown, when we were allowed to go to restaurants and stuff, I feel like the restaurants weren't as socially distanced as they should be.
Of
Like
course they weren't.
some of the
No.
restaurants I went to, like the tables are still close
They
together.
They want you in.
Because they want the business, so they're gonna pack out the
Mhm.
restaurant as much as possible. So, do you know what I mean? Like,
But I think, like you were saying, Kim, so you're saying I can go Tesco every day
mm,
and see the same
That's what
checkout
I'm
man,
saying.
but I can't go and see my man.
exactly,
I may as well start flirting
I
with him.
don't know. Like, yeah.
exactly.
Innit? I may as well start seeing
Seeing
the
the
Tesco,
checkout.
seeing the
Tesco
checkout guy because
Exactly.
he's in there every day. I'm in there every day. Let's do something in it. It's true though.
It's true.
It's true stories.
Yeah, I know.
It's stupid.
It is hard.
I just want
Yeah.
the rules to be. I don't want it to be clearer because if they're any clearer, it would basically be like no one can see anyone.
Mm.
But
Oh, you like this muddy water thing?
Yeah, I like it because I feel like I can do more, and I'm really dreading like I don't want it to get to like December and then Boris is like, oh, we're extending it for another month
Yeah,
because I got
that's the
Christmas
thing.
plans.
Well, this is another thing. Are you breaking the rules to go home for Christmas?
100%.
Obviously.
I
No
couldn't
one
care
can.
less.
No
I'm
one can keep
going
me
home.
away from my mother's Christmas dinner. You mad?
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, so even if they do extend it past,
Mate, Boris can do what he likes. I'm going home for Christmas. I don't care what anybody else wants to tell me either. Your backside. I'm going home for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there.
I think everyone will have the same
I
mindset
didn't
as
even-
that. I can't imagine people just being in their flat wherever they live, away from their family,
didn't
just by
Looking at the
themselves
four walls. Yeah.
on Christmas Day. Like, can you imagine that happening?
Those
No.
are the people who ITV go and interview. I don't care. I don't need to be on the news. I ain't staying nowhere. I'm staying put. I'm going home.
Mm.
I'm intrigued about New Year's though, because a lot of
Nothing's
people.
gonna go on.
No, because a lot of our businesses make a lot of money on a
lot
lot of money on New Year's, Christmas. I'm intrigued to see what happens. Then,
I'm
'cause-
not gonna lie. Anybody throwing a secret party, hit me up because I've
Do
got.
you know what I mean?
I'm
I'd love a
gonna be
little drink
there.
up.
I
do you know?
love
Yes.
a No,
Yeah,
I love a
drink
little
up.
secret event. You know what? I've been added to a few close friends on Instagram, and I've seen people posting like secret location events.
Mm.
The fact that you guys have invited me, I'm not happy about it.
That's so risky.
But if New Year's comes and you're throwing one of them things there, just saying,
Have you
I'm
been?
interested.
Have you been seeing all these like gym owners getting fined, and every single person in the gym getting fined as well because the gyms
Yeah.
are some gyms trying to stay open.
No,
Yeah,
I haven't seen
yeah.
that.
I watched one thing today. The enforcing, what is it called? The Tranny Act.
The what?
The Tranny Act.
Pardon?
The Tranny Act.
Yeah, I know.
I just said it twice.
Are you
That's
sure
what
it's
it's called. Yeah. It's actually called the Tranny Act.
What is it called? That?
I actually thought she misspoke.
I did not misspell.
You sure? I don't.
Yeah.
I feel like you're mispronouncing that. Is
No,
it like
no.
trainee act or
No,
something?
it's Tranny Act.
What?
I'm just searching. No, but there's no internet here.
What do you mean, Anika? 'Cause you need to elaborate.
Yeah,
because
but what
it's
is
like-
So
the
basically, the Tranny Act, it's not it's not criminal law. It's yeah, it's not criminal law. It's some common law. Yes, it's the Common Law Act around businesses staying open or something. And, I haven't really read into it, but I was seeing some clips today of a gym and a beauty spa that's decided that they're gonna override the apparent COVID laws, which are actually not passed as laws. Apparently, not too sure of how that is, and they're implementing this common law Tranny Act that allows your business to stay open, in order for you to still provide for your family. And this is what they're operating under.
Yeah, because those are people's livelihoods, especially those independent gyms or like
Yeah.
I say, beauty hair salons. If that's your only source of income,
Yeah,
I know loads of people that are hairdressers and like might own a hair salon.
yeah,
They cannot make money. How are they supposed
Yeah.
to keep paying the bills if they can't make money? It doesn't make any sense.
yeah,
And I feel like we were doing quite well. Like with like we kind of got used to the way of life with like wearing a mask,
Yeah,
while
it's
washing your
just-
hands.
yeah.
Da, 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 if you're doing something like that,
It was like quote unquote
Yeah.
normal life, just
Yeah.
adapted.
so that's stupid.
yeah,
Even going to the gym, like I went back to the gym in lockdown and it was fine. Yeah, you had to wipe down the equipment before and like hand sanitize after everything, but it wasn't like too much of a ball ache to
Yeah.
like do. I didn't
I
feel
didn't go back, you know.
I didn't feel like going to the gym. I didn't feel like, oh my god, there's corona everywhere. Do you know what I mean? I felt okay.
Yeah.
Now that they shut them down again, it's stupid.
And to be fair, with the social distancing and not having half much people in the gym than usual, mate, it really works out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because who wants that much people in the gym at once anyway?
exactly. The gym that we go to, you had to like book a slot
Yeah, that's
during peak times, like peak hours, and
Yeah.
that was fine. Like you say, it's like half capacity. They had space at the equipment, so in between each
Yeah.
treadmill or whatever, they'd space it out. You didn't feel like you were next close to someone.
yeah, I like that.
That's
to be
fine.
fair,
Absolutely fine. So
yeah, the fact that they're saying that they're not essential is actually crazy.
you're more likely to catch something from the people in the supermarket because people don't move out of the way in supermarkets,
Oh my
in
god!
the aisles and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Literally, I had an argument with some woman in the queue the other day
Of course you did.
in Aldi. I was just like, I beg you, back up. Imagine, you know, people, and please explain. You know what it's like in Aldi. You could be in a queue, then they go, "We are now opening till number 5." People,
Everyone starts rushing.
skirt. I've literally skirt with my basket to till number 5, and then I've seen a queue like behind me, but the queue was waiting for till number 4. So they decided that they're going to move over. So by the time I've got there, we've met at the same time.
Yeah.
She's turned around, she's like, "Oh, I'm in the queue." I goes, "I'm in the queue here." I goes, No, you're in the queue for 4.
Yeah.
This is just opened. She's like, "Oh, well, you know, we was here before you." I said, "Oh, really? Interesting." Start putting my stuff on the belt. So I've told myself, I'm not arguing with you people anymore. You know, you're not getting the right. That's what they want.
Just
They
like,
want me to turn around and be the angry black woman, and start rossing people down. But I'm gonna let you know that I'm still that woman, and I will ross you down, but not today, honey. I said, okay. Then she's like, "Oh, you know, people were waiting here, and they just like jump in front." I said, that's unfortunate, babe. Continues to place my things on the till. Because you know what, you're not taking me out of character, and I'm going to get served before you. You're too slow.
As soon as a black person comes out of character, anyway, you're going to get labelled as this and that, so you'll be good.
Of course, and you know it was a white woman, so there's no way that I was letting you, of all people, I let another black woman take me out of turn before I let another white woman take me out of turn. Anyway. So that's my controversial book.
Here for it.
But yeah.
Okay, I got one. Is it one?
Just put it out there and see what comes back.
See what comes back. Like a boomerang.
Yeah.
All right, controversial what? Okay, how do you guys feel about, I know we had this massive, race thing going on this year, what with Black Lives Matter and what with everything that's gone on. I can't think, but everything that's gone on. Obviously, we just come out of Black History Month as well. How do you guys feel about the brand's efforts now to like include black people? Because I was saying this to Bads the other day. I was watching an advert. You're just watching TV, and the ad break come on, and literally every advert had a black person in it, which is excellent. But do you feel like brands are like jumping on the bandwagon a bit? Like, would they have done that naturally? I know we're making like a big song and dance about it, and I'm very happy that we're getting more representation. But do you feel like it's sincere?
No, it's all forced. It's the year of the black. Black is trendy.
That's what I mean.
So that's why you'll always see an advertisement of a normal dynamic now of mixed race woman, curly hair, white man, mixed race kids, or a dynamic of a black woman, white man. Like, it's all those sort of mixes because it's the year of the black. It's trendy. Great brands are recognizing and things, but you can only be in an organization to know if they're truly for you, which a lot of them are not. So for me, it's like, great, let's clap about it, but I'm not clapping too hard because I know it's not.
It might go back
generally the sincere. It's literally just a trend that is happening now, and it's kind of something you just have to just get over it, because nothing's going to change. Not saying that nothing's going to change. I know we're striving for change and we're trying to do our best, but until we start infiltrating from the top downwards, nothing really is going to change.
Exactly.
So
I feel like everyone's trying to jump on at the same time.
Yeah, everyone's jumping at the same time. It's great. It's great for the culture, things like that. But let's be honest, like, the culture will keep on moving without them, and we'll still be trying to do things without them. So yeah, you've got a representation. It's not for us. It's to make other people that don't look like us feel more comfortable with us.
Exactly.
So maybe we're not the target market and this is why it's falling on deaf ears for us. It's noticeable because they're making such a conscious effort to include us.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's not for us. It's to make other people feel comfortable.
You can tell, I think, when brands aren't being sincere though.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes it's just very, very blatant, and like some brands, like, okay, maybe they have like ramped it up a little bit, but if you look at their past, then you can see that they had made some efforts of representation beforehand. But like, and this is really random, but I follow like some like bridal like accounts on Instagram. I don't know, it's just like inspiration for the future. I don't know, whatever. Like,
you just do it. Like, there's no judgment.
There's one particular one, I don't even know the name, but there's no point shouting them out anyway. But I noticed that they were posting like a mixed race girl and then like a black girl, and I'm not even joking you, when you look back on their feed prior to the prior to George Floyd and the Black Lives Matter movement, at that point, not a single any other race but white was on this feed. Like, you could go back. So that's one, like, really, for me, blatant example. That's just like, how do you really feel about this, and why you only
they're just jumping on the bandwagon?
Why are you only doing it now? Like, did no one in your team think before this we should have more, like,
a variety
people
of
from all different backgrounds get married and want a wedding dress and etc. So why wasn't this thought of before? Why did this have to happen for you now to think, right, what black and mixed race models can we get in? Like, do you know what I mean? So that, to me, that doesn't really sit right with me.
Exactly. And I just some brands that I've noticed, I don't know if they're normal brands that kind of have black people in or whatever, but on the socials, even today or yesterday, you know Glamour?
Yeah.
They are currently doing like it's kind of like a talk. I think it's a podcast, but they had like clips of loads of black people talking about their hair and like, I like to have braids, and I like to have wigs, and just kind of talking and teaching about, like, talking to other black people about their hair in general and what they do to like keep it healthy and stuff. Like, I quite liked the post, but I don't really follow Glamour normally, but I don't know what they're like. But I thought it was a good post, and the way they did it was nice, if that makes sense. But it seemed like something new that they wouldn't have normally done. Of course. And I don't know if that is because they're jumping on the bandwagon, or it's because they're actually interested in that kind of thing and projecting that kind of thing. Yeah.
To be fair, I don't follow Glamour too much, but I am sure that they've posted hair videos like that before. Yeah. Like in the last few years. So I don't think it is completely like different for them. I'm sure it is Glamour. I'm trying to think of, or was it something like Cosmo? No, I think it would more be Glamour. So I feel like
it appeals to that more kind of,
it's
I
not
didn't
like
think it was like
a bad, completely
the way they did it was like, it was
thing,
more like trying to educate, like, not just black people but people who aren't black about like different hair types, and about like, it was like the black women in there were actively talking about some people think that we do this because of X, but no, it's because of this, and like generally teaching people. So that was nice.
I feel like that's a better approach then, because like you say, it is more
just
like
including black people in the picture,
in the
or whatever.
narrative, and as well at the same time you're educating people that might not understand about black hair and stuff like that. So not as opposed to just getting a model in and just saying, look, we need a black person today. And there's a bit more thought that's gone into it by the sounds of it.
It definitely had. It sounded like they've got black people behind the scenes, like putting it together. Another one was about Bumble. I've been keeping seeing Bumble ads, and it's like they've got loads of black influencers.
Bumble have been running
and they got a
whole campaign. They've had a Bumble have done it really well. To be fair, they've had a whole campaign, and even prior to sort of Black History Month, they had
stuff going on.
They had stuff going on. So Bumble for me seems quite sincere. And just imagine how much data they hold of the type of people that are on there.
Because there was on their platform, like there was a study done a few years ago about how obviously black women are like the people to be swiped right for the least, which is normal for us. We kind of know this already, because like black women are societally classed as below, I don't want to say less desirable than other races.
Are you saying black women, or are you saying dark skinned women?
I wouldn't say the way that they would categorize it on the platform wouldn't be like dark skin, light skin. It would just be black. So just
Okay.
black in general.
Yeah.
They're less swipe for. So I can imagine like a dating app like that, or like you say Bumble or whatever, kind of like you're saying, having that data to be able to do something more, and like saying, okay, we need to appeal maybe
To
more,
them, yeah.
black people or different races, because it's an issue. It's an issue. Like, so I found that interesting. But they're doing a lot like Bumble at the moment. I think it's really it's really good. I know they've recently released like a black not it's a black podcast, but a podcast with a black girl in it.
No, their
and
campaign was
stuff.
all around
Yeah.
black love.
That's
and
it,
was
black love.
So
I liked it.
clever. It was done so well. They had the right people speaking about it, the right people involved. I thought it was a really, really
Definitely.
good campaign.
And you know who else does it well as well?
Who?
YouTube.
Mm.
Because they got this whole YouTube black thing, but that's been going on for years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that
Where
has.
they have
It has,
all the
yeah.
black YouTubers come into like
Yeah.
the US, or they got a UK version as well,
Yeah,
and
that
bring
they
them
have.
together. I think that's really good. So I feel like if brands approached things differently, and actually, like you say, what you were saying, like don't just think that tomorrow, oh, all of our people are not added to whatever, or why we need to get a black person in now because all this stuff is popping off. I feel like that's the way to go about it. But like you're saying, Nika, like I feel like a lot of them are just doing it because it's trending at the moment, and
And you
then
can
next
kind of-
year they're gonna go back to normal.
Yeah, and you can kind of tell the brands who actually have black people within their teams as well.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if they are seeing it as more of like a trend, or more of like to counter any like PR backlash of them not doing it, you can just it's just so blatant.
Yeah.
Whereas like I think what you were saying earlier, Neeks, about having like more black representation from the top and filtering down, that's how we're going to see true change.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
100%.
It's the only way. It's great putting people on adverts and going, yeah, so we have a black family that's currently great stuff. But what is it? What does your board look like?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
That's how that interests me. But like I said, it's not for us anyway.
It's not for us.
It's
No,
not
don't get
for
me
us.
wrong. I don't want to just like make it sound like I'm not happy that more adverts do
Yeah.
have black people.
Yeah, I
I'm
think it's
thrilled about
positive.
it. But
Some people are not happy about it.
I
Like,
know.
some people are not
Ofcom.
happy. Yeah.
know.
Those people that contact Ofcom all the time.
Yeah. Imagine people are there like complaining that, I don't know, whatever brand's next advert, oh, they're showing a black family. This isn't representation of Britain. Or I'm like,
Well,
but
it
it is.
is. It is.
But it is.
exactly.
How multicultural is Britain? Like, this is what it is.
And then next month I need to get it together. I know you guys aren't really hot on the soaps, but the soaps like EastEnders,
sorry.
one black family.
Poor.
Coronation Street, one black family.
Poor,
Hollyoaks,
The fact that
one
which
black
which
family.
one was it that like had their first black family?
Coronation
Like, was
Street.
it last year?
Yeah,
Or the year
Coronation,
before?
Yeah.
Coronation Street.
It took you to 2019. Corrie's the longest one. No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Corrie's
it
the
is.
longest one since the 50s.
Yeah.
I want to say, and it's taking you this long to
It's
get a
like
black
black
family.
people aren't in Manchester. Are you
Exactly.
okay?
exactly.
That
It's
is unbelievable to me. That's a joke.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which goes to show
It
who's
is bad,
behind,
isn't it?
who's
It's
behind
bad.
who's producing
Even
it.
in
and-
EastEnders, that's supposed to be a soap that is representative of London.
Mm.
London is multicultural. Do you know how multicultural London is?
Yeah,
And you have to this day one black family.
it's a joke.
And it's the same black family.
It's the same one, Patrick and Denise.
Patrick and Denise.
It's actually
The thing is,
embarrassing.
they're not even related, but they're looped them into the same family.
I know that's the acting
So-
like this is how we all come over here.
Exactly.
It's embarrassing.
It's very embarrassing.
God.
Are you not
Very-
embarrassed?
It's so,
It's
like,
diabolical.
I would be embarrassed.
I
if
would be
was-
embarrassed.
If I was like,
This is very embarrassing.
if I was at ITV, I'd be very embarrassed.
Exactly. And I feel like they don't. I feel like one thing they don't do as well is like really show our culture, like Caribbean or wherever we're from, somewhere in Africa, like Nigerian or Ghanaian or whatever. They don't really show it on soaps either.
Listen,
Don't
we're
do
just
they
trying to be
actually?
black at this. Like
I know.
they can't even get as far as to us being different black. Like
Exactly.
you
It's
just
just black.
it's just black
It's
at
just
the
black,
moment.
British.
Yeah.
There's like no culture behind it. I know they try and make Patrick from like the Caribbean, but I don't really feel like they showed
show
that
it
much
as
of it.
much.
Yeah, he speaks with an accent. Okay, he says yeah man every now and again, but but he does, and he flicks his hand. Okay, but he's not
And kisses his teeth.
kisses his
Oh
teeth
my
and whatever. But
embarrassed.
they don't show proper. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I do.
don't know.
I do know what
That's
you
what
mean.
they need to fix up next. The
Oh,
TV.
but yeah, they used to have a the African girl on there. Remember Mercy?
Mercy. Yeah, they
and
did.
her mom.
Yeah, but where's she gone?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Mercy.
What happened to Mercy?
No, she's gone. I couldn't tell
But,
you. I ain't watched the soaps in ages.
I know.
No,
In
neither.
ages. I know. I love a soap, you know me. I've neglected them though, but I do love a soap.
You love a soap, Kim.
I love a soap, honestly. But yeah, that's my little controversial for you guys. Just wanted to know your thoughts on it. Oh, I got. Well, it's not really controversial, but it's a topic. It's leading on to that. How did you guys feel about my man who stepped down, the FA guy, because he called people coloured? Did you hear about it?
No, who is it?
So the leader, I don't know if his title's right. Leader of FA, the football, whatever.
Association.
Do you mean like chairman?
The chairman, the president, whatever he is.
The leader of the FA.
He was talking. I don't know if I'm getting the facts right, but he was talking somewhere very important. I think there was MPs there. I don't know who he was talking to, and he referred to like black footballers as coloured. And because of that, there was like a massive uproar, and he stepped down from his position because everyone was like obviously offended. And it's just like a topic I wanted to bring up because I was speaking to like family members actually about the word coloured, and then my dad was saying back in the day, obviously there was like the whole like no blacks, no Irish, no dogs or whatever on the signs and stuff, and he personally wouldn't be offended by the word coloured. Well, I says I hands down would be offended by the word highly offended, and he was like, for him, he doesn't know if it's a generational thing, but he doesn't find it as offensive, but it's the way he's been brought up, because maybe my granddad might have used to say like coloured, or maybe he referred to himself as a coloured man, whereas I feel like our generation, we wouldn't say that because of the way we've been brought up. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are.
So I'm going to be quite controversial.
Go on, this is controversial, but so.
And I feel like that probably was a bit sensitive. I feel like people are a bit sensitive in that setting. If the chairman of the FA, I can imagine he's giving a speech, have called the footballers coloured.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a bit sensitive, because I'm not saying that another term would be black, but not all of them are black. Some of them are different races. So I don't think in that setting it had to be that serious where you had to take
You didn't think he didn't need to step down?
I don't think he needs to step down. I think he probably had like a leave of absence or something and apologise for his comments, and I don't think it's being ignorant, because I feel like he's just used the wrong word.
I really disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really don't like that term at all.
I don't like it.
At all.
I don't
feel
like it,
it's 2020. Like, you should know that is not the term to use.
But
like,
not
I feel
everybody
like
knows.
But you should.
Yeah.
We're living in an age where there's internet, that like the information is out there for you to see and know, like how, you know, black people were segregated back in the day, especially like over in America, where you had a water fountain that said coloured people only. You had toilets that were like coloured people only. Coloured people only can sit here and do that. Like, there's a history behind it, you know. Like, I just feel like there's no excuse.
No. Especially when you're someone of that much power or that much influence or whatever he has. I don't feel like he should have said that. Like Rihanna said, he would have known.
And I feel like, and I was saying, I think, about, I'm sure I've said this to you guys before, that I was in a situation where I was in like a small workplace. There was only like 5 to 6 of us in the office, all white, all like over, I want to say 40, 50. And one of them referred to a black customer as coloured. And at first, like, I kind of was like, not really too happy about that. But when I heard it again, I was like, nah, I need to pull people up on this and say, you shouldn't be using that term. And they were like, oh, like, obviously really, really apologetic. But they were like, oh, you know, back in the day, like, we were told that the term, like, black was offensive.
Yeah.
So whatever. But I was just like, but that's what we are. We are black. Like,
we identify as black.
We identify as black. Like, if you're filling in a form and you want me to tick my ethnicity, I'm ticking black. I'm not ticking a coloured. Like, there's no coloured box there.
Because remember, I've always felt that other races were inferior of the word black. Like, it felt so harsh. So I always used to, anytime anybody else that isn't black is referring to me as a colour, I'm like, yeah, I'm the tall black girl.
Yeah.
I want you
Yeah.
to get so used to hearing black that you say it back to me.
Other
It's
races
like
are
the
I am
scared,
black.
They're scared of saying black.
Literally, it's so
Yeah,
people are
you
so
do hear
scared of using black in that
It's when-
term. I've
yeah.
always been referred to of something other than black, and I'm like, no, I am black. This is what I am. Get used to saying the word. And I'm gonna say it with so much
It's
force.
so true. I've been in so
because
many situations where like
just say
someone's
black.
trying to like explain like maybe a black celebrity, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you know that celebrity who was on this program?" And I'm like, "Which one?" "Oh yeah," and I know which one they're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. They just don't want to
Oh,
say
they're
black
from-
They've
like
got
the
like,
really, like-
the hair and
with the curly hair. No,
She was with this person. Oh, the black one.
Yeah,
you have
the
to
black
say,
one.
the black girl.
and when I'm saying
Yeah.
black, I'm gonna say it with this emphasis,
Yeah.
black. So you know, it's like it's not like I'm giving you a pass. It's not like it's not okay to say it, but I want you to feel comfortable with saying the word.
Yeah.
You're just so uncomfortable about saying black or calling me
But I
black.
feel like maybe this FA person was one of those people that's not comfortable with saying the word black. That's why.
Maybe
Like
he
you-
said.
that's
yeah.
why-
That's why
I
it said
said it.
coloured, and that's why I feel like,
But I'm like,
it
when
is a
you
bit
are-
sensitive.
No, but when you were at what's the word? When you were of that stature in terms of your position and you
Yeah.
are in the media, but you can't get away with stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
I gave you the example of my small little workplace. Okay, the slip of the tongue, and then I had to pull them up on it. But you can't get that second chance when you are
You
in the
can't.
public eye. Like
You
I'm just,
can't. Especially
people might think that's
this
harsh,
year,
but it is what it
yeah.
is. Like you're in the public eye, so you need to make sure
You do.
you're saying the right things and you educate
Mhm.
yourself correctly.
It's true. When I was speaking to my father then, when I was speaking to him about it, he was saying he gets. I was making these same points, and he gets these same points. Sorry, and he gets he gets it. But in his eyes, he was like, "Why do we even call each other black, or why do white people call each other white? Because we're not actually them colors, and black can be seen as a negative thing. Like the color black is usually associated with darkness or
Yeah.
something bad or like mourning, or
It
whereas
is.
white is angelic and all this stuff. He was like, why are we he thinks that somewhere down the line someone has labeled us as black, and obviously that's what we've been called ever since, kind of thing. And I'm not saying that not might not be the case, but I'm saying I feel like nowadays we're taking that, we've owned it, we're taking
Yeah.
ownership of it, and we're
Yep.
this is how we want to be identified, so that's what we shall be identified. And he was like, okay, I get that, but I think it's a case of like every so often, or every, maybe, I don't want to say like 100 years or 50 years, maybe the terms that we are comfortable with do shift. Like you were saying before, back in the day they were fine maybe being called coloured, and they weren't fine with being called black, but it shifted and now we are. It could shift again for all I know, and it could be a different term, but at this present moment in time, refer to us how we want to be referred, innit?
It's black.
It's black.
Definitely.
I feel comfortable being called black. If someone had said to me, "Oh, you're that coloured girl," or "that coloured girl over there," I know what I'd do.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that, so I just found it very interesting. Like, I feel like you say, Rihanna, he's in that stature, he's in that position. He knew what he was doing. Well, he probably said it slip of the tongue, but as soon as that come out, he must have thought like,
Yeah.
oh, like, do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's very interesting. Very
Good one.
interesting. Yeah, very. That's my other controversial for you.
Great,
Yes.
Kim, putting it out of the bag today, babes.
Oh, thanks.
Very
I'll take that.
impressed, darling.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
Okay, guys. Well, thanks for listening. This is to our shorter new episodes. Hope you're
Yeah.
loving the format.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to check us out on our socials, Not From London,
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram and Twitter, and our YouTube channel as well. Our YouTube channel called Wait, You're Not From London. Just type us into the search bar. Like, subscribe, and comment on anything that all the video. Have a look at all the videos. Comment on anything that's there. We look at the comments daily, so if anything's popping, we'll catch it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so you've had today Anika, aka Anika Fruity, on Instagram and Twitter.
And you've had me, Rihanna, aka Bad Girl, aka Bad Girl Riri.
Bad girl, very now.
I was about to say it, but I didn't. It's all right. We move.
Oh my god,
Oh my gosh.
that's the first time I've not said it.
I literally
Yeah.
breathed in, and then you said it in my
You're too
gasp.
quick.
No, I said it at the perfect time that we always say it.
So do you want me to not breathe next time?
Yeah. That was a
No
big-
breathing.
that was a massive breath. You were like,
I needed it. All right then. Go on then, Ree. Again.
So it's me, Rihanna, aka Bad Girl, aka
Bad girl.
Bad Girl.
Bad
See what I
girl.
got me doing. So you got me, Rihanna, aka Bad Girl, aka Bad Girl Riri.
Bad girl, we're in now.
There we go. And Rihanna May F on Instagram and Twitter.
Tweet. And you've had me, Kimsey_X on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, thanks guys. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.